up with a conversation with our good friends at Islamic Relief South Africa, as a non-profit sector faces interesting and increasing challenges in sustaining its work. Islamic Relief South Africa is stepping up with an exciting new initiative. The organization is hosting a sustainable fundraising for non-profits workshop series. This is going to be happening in Durban and in Johannesburg, and it is aiming to equip NGOs with practical tools to boost their financial sustainability and to connect with donors more effectively. And joining us now to unpack the importance of this very, very imperative initiative is Munyaradzi Jani. He's a Durban Regional Programs Coordinator for Islamic Relief South Africa. Brother Munyaradzi, good morning. Welcome to Salam Media. Really appreciate you giving us your time this morning, and welcome.
Jazakallah so much for the opportunity, brother. Good morning once again to everyone and all the listeners.
Let's start with the big picture. What is Islamic Relief South Africa hoping to achieve with this upcoming sustainable fundraising for nonprofits workshop series? It's happening here in It's happening in Joburg and also in Durban. At the heart and core of it all, what is the end result that you guys are looking for?
So, Islamic Relief South Africa, in partnership with the Muslim Philanthropy Initiative, we'll be hosting an interactive training workshop that is designed to build fundraising capacity of local nonprofit professionals and facilitate strategic networking. As we know, nonprofit organizations are essential drivers of social change and development. But you find that many organizations face plenty of challenges accessing sustainable funding. So these workshops intend to address this gap. This will provide participants with a practical understanding about ethical and effective fundraising strategies, with an emphasis on strategic approaches focused on African and faith-based context.
And I think that's something that is very, very important. Fundraising is often one of the biggest hurdles for NPOs and NGOs. What kind of practical hands-on strategies or skills can participants expect to walk away with from these workshops?
Okay, so participants can expect to develop their understanding about primary fundraising principles and techniques. They'll also learn about diverse philanthropic and giving practices. They'll gain insight into they'll gain insight into how to work with volunteers and board, to build effective fundraising teams. They'll also learn how to develop recruitment strategies to grow their fundraising teams, and they'll also be guided in developing action plans to effectively fundraise for their organizations.
Mm. Very, very important. Let's talk about who's going to benefit the most from attending. Is this designed for experienced fundraisers or new organizations or just anyone working within the nonprofit space and sector?
So you find that these workshops are ideally suited to executive directors, program managers, and fundraising officers of nonprofit organizations operating in Africa. We're also looking at faith-based and community-based organizations and leaders, development practitioners and project officers, social entrepreneurs, and startup founders in the nonprofit space, and also board members involved in resource mobilization.
Mm. And one thing that's interesting for me, and I think it's a standout feature in these workshops, is the donor networking element of it. Can you unpack a bit more on that? Can you tell us more about how this works and why it's so valuable for attendees?
No, absolutely. So in Johannesburg, the course will run over 3 consecutive days, with the last day featuring an event that will serve as a dynamic platform for donors, funders, corporate sponsors, and nonprofit organizations to actually network, share insights, and explore partnerships that advance insight and sustainable initiatives, right? So a panel discussion will be held with leaders, experts in fundraising department, and representatives from the donor community to actually facilitate direct engagement between the nonprofit and potential donors or sponsors. So you find that discussions will be held to focus on emerging trends, challenges, and initiatives in the funding landscape.
Very, very important. Finally, last but definitely not least, for listeners who want to attend, when and where are the workshops taking place, and how can they register to secure their spot?
Okay, so in Johannesburg, the workshop will be taking place at Kurtuba Convention Center. Johannesburg, the dates will be the 4th, the 5th, and the 6th of August 2025. Each day, the training will take place from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. The cost per person for the workshop is 500 Rand. So that 500 Rand will include the training material, the meals, and the refreshments throughout the 3 days. And then in Durban, the training will be taking place this coming Saturday, which is the 2nd of August. The venue will be 18 Albany Grove, which is in Durban Central. Once again, the training will be taking place from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. The cost per person for this training is 250, which
Hmm.
includes the training material, the meals, and the refreshments throughout the day. And if listeners want to register, they can actually visit our website at www.islamic-relief.org.za, and they'll definitely get the link, or they'll see the link as to where they can register.
All right, and I think we're going to on that note, Munyaradzi, Jani, thank you so much for joining us. Really, really appreciate you giving us the time, and I think it's a very, very important initiative, especially looking at the state of the economy. A lot of NGOs, NPOs struggling to get funding. I think this will be a really, really important tool for our listeners. www.islamic-relief.org.za. You can head over to their website, and I think you can get all the details. Their contact details also are definitely there, and get in touch with them. Important workshops to attend if you're in the NGO and NPO space. Going to leave it there for now. Really appreciate it.
Jazakallah so much, brother. Assalamu alaikum.
Um, Walaikum salam. And with that being said, we've come to the end of today's edition of News and Views and my time with you this week. I'll be back with you again next week for the Tuesday edition of the show. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'll be with you then. And then Friday, tomorrow, and Edward is coming back with the Juma edition of the show. You don't want to miss it. Otherwise, keep your eyes and ears opened, peeled, tuned in to Salam Media. There's a whole lot more that's going to be happening, especially in the month of August. We have our hashtag Global Voices for Gaza campaign that's taking place. We'll be bringing you amazing people. We have Ali Abunima. Those that know him know that he's one of the people that are in the forefront when it comes to Palestinian activism. He's a journalist, he's a BDS activist, and he's a long standing leading voice when it comes to advocating for the rights of the people of Palestine. If you don't know him, just Google Electronic Intifada. It's a very wonderful platform, independent journalism, independent media that does incredible work when it comes to Palestine solidarity and just changing the narrative in the media landscape. We're also bringing you Abu Bakr Abid. The two are coming together. Abu Bakr is a good friend of the station. He's a journalist, activist, very outspoken. I think a fresh, new perspective when it comes to the style of journalism and the style of reporting, and just being very unequivocal when it comes to storytelling that is from Palestinians themselves. I think he's only 4 months out of Gaza. He's there. He's been there since October the 7th, right through till the blockade. He's been covering this genocide in real time. He had to leave Gaza because he was becoming a target of the IDF and Mossad. He's currently in Ireland, and he'll be making his way here to South Africa to give us a fresh and honest, real perspective of what life is like under a genocide, under a blockade perpetuated by the evil pariah state, apartheid state of Israel. So you can check the dates. The poster is up there, the 21st to the 30th of August. The tour is going to be kickstarting in Cape Town, and then we'll make our way to Durban and Johannesburg. And as I mentioned, this is an initiative by Salam Media in support of Global Voices for Gaza. We've done this before. numerous times. If you remember, if you've been following us quite closely, we brought you Dr. Maz Gilbert, we brought you Dr. we brought you Yumna Al Sayed, journalist who also extensively covered this genocide, and she gave us a very, very fresh perspective when it comes to the lived and true reality of journalists and how they've become targets. And I think it hasn't stopped. Journalists are still very much under siege in Gaza, and Abu Bakr Abed will be giving us that element. And if you want to get involved, you want to be part of this tour, you want to contribute in any way, you can give us a call on 0116800355. Otherwise, you can send us a WhatsApp on 0815699770. Get involved, be a part of it, see the true and real side of this genocide, and coming from a people that are so close to it, Palestinians themselves, who so often we talk about instead of hearing from them, hearing how they want our activism and our solidarity for them to look like. So yeah, it's going to be a very, very busy month. Keep your eyes and ears peeled to Salam Media. We might be heading over to your town, and you might be part of this very wonderful experience. Going to the video for now. From myself, Salailo, and the rest of the team, everyone that made this show a possibility, thank you so much. We hope that we were worth your time, and we'll do it all over again next week for the Tuesday edition of the show. But for now, it's sharp, sharp. See you when I see you.